Hello there, Miss Overachiever, Miss Go-Getter, Miss Goal Setter, and Rule Breaker. I'm so excited to talk to you today because today we're going to be talking about your goals, why it is that you're working so hard, putting in so much effort, like hiring so many people, like freaking out, having high-key anxiety around your goals, and then you still didn't hit them. Now, I mean, you still hit great goals, you still did great, you're actually like still doing pretty good, like kudos to you, but you know in your soul of souls and your heart of hearts that you're not where you really want to be, and you know that you are on a path of burnout again. Most likely not the first time, right? So let's face it, you're one of those people who are like super ambitious. You get things done. You're a go-getter. You are a go-getter. You're one of those people that other people look up to and they're like, oh my God, I want to be like her. I want to have what she has. I want to have a life like what she has. But if you and I are honest, if you think about the life you have, or the business you've built, the career you've built, it's kind of like you spent this whole time building this house, right? Like you're laying bricks and building this incredible massive house and this beautiful mansion, and then like everyone's outside and they're like, wow, that house is gorgeous, but then you look around and you're like, oh my God, I really hate this mansion. Like I don't like where I live. I don't like where I live. And what has happened is you've created everything you have, which is so good, and I'm so proud of you, and I think you're doing an exceptional job. But I want to tell you that there's another way that you can have even better than what you have right now without the burnout, without the hustle, without the hardcore masculine energy, right? Without this always trying to push and supersede. What if there was a way for you to literally vibe at, live at, be the person who just has it? The person who doesn't have to hire 10 people to get one thing done and then still not be pleased with how it's done. What if you could be the person who just like literally knows how to compel, captivate, and magnetize and manifest the life she wants? What if you could literally be the person who felt happy? Who felt happy manifesting the love life that you know you would deserve, that you know you want, that you know you crave, where you feel seen and appreciated? What if you could vibe at the frequency and be the woman who has that? What if you could be the woman who has the money and the followers and the career and the success, but not feel so drained and like you're people pleasing, or like, oh my gosh, what if they leave, or what if it doesn't work, or doubting yourself? What if you were in your power and so sure and so secure and knew that you were literally God's gift to mankind and womankind and the planet? You see, a lot of times, and I know this because I used to be Miss Type A personality, like hardcore, go for your goals, like, you know, burnout central, like burnout queen. And I used to be the no boundaries, like search for the answer outside of yourself. Everybody else has that, find the answer, you know, and like, you know, just people pleasing. I need to people please. That used to be me. And I want to tell you that there is truly another way to create what you want. It is so here for you and so possible for you to double, triple, or quadruple your goals and your income and your impact with half of the effort you're putting in now, with 1/10 of the effort you're putting in now. That is possible. That is doable. And the only way you can actually do that is if you understand the feminine energetics of manifesting. You see, we live in a society that is very built on patriarchal structures. Men have run the world for centuries. Okay, and so everything that we know about life and that we know about how the world should be run, about how business should be run, how online businesses should be run, how influence should be done or whatever. It's created within the context of a masculine society. You know, what do men say, or how do men work, or how do men naturally live? Right? We see this in our politics. We see it in our religious institutions. We see it in our medical institutions. We see it everywhere. Our society for centuries has been created on masculine structures. And so the reason you've built your life, this life that you look around and you're like, okay, it's nice, but is this really making me happy? The reason you built this life and this empire that you have, or this image that you have, is because you've been building it with the blocks given to you by the masculine structures. And so it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you've worked hours and hours and hours and hustled and hustled and hustled and hired and fired and hired and fired. Like, it's not your fault. There literally was not taught another way. But I'm here to tell you today that there is another way. There is another way, and it is when you use the feminine energetics of manifesting. Now, the way to use the feminine energetics of manifesting, it's not just about, just be meditating and it just falls from the sky. Like, we all know that's not how it works. We all know, like miracles happen and things do manifest and pop up. Obviously, hello, we're here for a magical and magnificent life. But there's another way you can manifest, which is not hardcore masculine, and not just sitting and hoping. There's a way where you can take your skills and your gifts of really being so driven. It's a gift, right? This power that you have of being driven and ambitious. You can take that and put it in the container of the seductress. I know you're like, what? Oh, where are we talking about success and manifesting? Yes, the seductress. In the container of the seductress, you compress time, you fold time, okay? And the things you want come to you with half the effort, half the time, half the zero stress, with bliss and pleasure. So let me get into why I'm talking about seductress, because I know you're like, okay, where are we going with this? Follow me. A lot of times we talk about the divine feminine, all right? Everybody and their grandmothers love to talk about feminine energy and the divine feminine. I must say, because I'm one of those people who has the YouTube videos that are like going great on feminine energy, and I think actually I have one of the best videos. Just saying, not to toot my own horn, but like, it's really good. But the point is, everybody likes to talk about feminine energy, and the most popular feminine energy, or the most popular feminine avatar that we like, or the archetype that we like to talk about, is the goddess. Everybody's a goddess. Everybody's a queen. The queen, slay queen, goddess, queen. Oh my God, we get it. But you know who gets left out of the mix? Do you know who gets left out of the mix? Even the mother gets a lot of support, because you have Mother's Day. Like, so you have the mother, the queen, the goddess. But you know what aspect of the divine feminine gets kicked to the curb every time? The seductress. The seductress. And that is why we are, as a people, as a society, trapped in this masculine box of manifesting. We're trapped in this masculine box of hustle, create, do, like push to get what we want. And that's how we end up with adrenal fatigue. That's how we end up with burnout. It's because we don't fully understand how to use the seductress, because we've suppressed her so much. You see, the seductress is actually the divine feminine manifester. If you think about somebody who is great at seduction, they know how to captivate, compel, they know how to get anything and anyone they want. They are the ultimate manifester. And if you think about somebody who is seductive, they're not hustling. They're turned on. They're alive. They're awake. They're in pleasure the entire time. And guess what? No one finds the seductress sleazy or icky. In fact, if you've ever seduced someone, or you've ever been seduced, you received pleasure from the exchange, and the other person received pleasure from the exchange. So the seductress is not just a divine manifester, but the seductress is the way to bring bliss in all interactions for all people. So when you are the seductress and you're working with your team or you're choosing your team, oh my gosh, they get stuff done. And not because you're chasing them or forcing them. When you are the seductress, you put out quality content so you don't feel like you have to always be convincing or pushing, right? Or chasing people down. No, there's this power of magnetism. And I mean, I do talk about this a lot in my program, Magnetism Unleashed, in terms of how to clear at an energetic level and energetic field. But there's a whole other aspect to this, which is literally the energetics, the feminine energetics of manifesting, where we look at the seductress. When you embody your inner seductress, those secret goals that you have, the ones that you don't confess to anyone, the ones that you like have written down, you know them in your mind, but you haven't told your team or your family or your friend, like they're your internal secret goals. Or maybe you've told one person. That's the goal that comes to pass. Because the seductress compresses time. She takes time and she folds it. She literally folds time with her frequency, with her energetics. And so what I want to teach you is that this masculine way, and even if you think about like seduction, one of the reasons seduction has been pushed down is because it's seen as taboo or people think it's all about sex. That's not the case. Seduction and the seduction and seductress, it's just another realm of the divine feminine. And if you think about a lot of the people who've written on seduction, oh my gosh, it breaks my heart to read these things that these people have written, because most of the people who've written about seduction are men. You know, like, of course, I'm going to be coming out with a book about seductress and like really redefining it from the feminine aspect and the feminine perspective. But a lot of it is written by men. And so it comes from this, again, hardcore manipulation, kind of, you know, how to trick people and psychological tricks. And the seductress is far from that. The seductress is far from that. The seductress is a place where you experience pleasure, where you are turned on by life. And where what you put out into the world pulls people in and turns them on. It activates them. And not just activates them, I'm not talking just about in a sexual way. I'm talking about it activates them to their calling, to their purpose, to their beauty, to their mission, to their passion, to their self-love. And it activates you in the process too. And so I want to invite you to join me for my program, Seductress. Now, a lot of people talk about seductress and it's always about how to get some guy. Not that anything is wrong with that, because we all want love, we all want relationship. But the truth is that when you have mastered the feminine energetics of manifesting and you've mastered the essence of the seductress, man is not your problem, girl. 99 problems, but a man ain't one, right? Well, 0 problems, you got no problems, and a man definitely won't be one of them. Because the feminine energetics of manifesting literally means you awaken that which is within you that allows you to get anything and anyone you want. You fold time. And when I say anyone, I'm talking about, it doesn't matter if it's clients, if it's goals, if it's opportunities. You manifest those things and you pull them into you and you create them from a feminine place, a place of flow and ease and grace, and a place of pleasure. That is what the seductress is all about. That is what manifesting from the power of the seductress is all about. So you see, all those secret goals you have, before you go finding 50 million strategies on how to do this and like building out the thing and like, and I'm not saying that you won't build stuff or do stuff. There is a place for that. But the seductress frequency will guide you to the fastest, most joyful, most blissful, most aligned, most turned on, happy, excited about life place to create what you want. That is what the seductress does. That is who the seductress is at her core. And it's time we awaken that inner seductress within you and dug it up from out of the ground, dusted it off, polished it up, shined it up, and allowed you to live from that place, baby girl. Because when you live from that place, When you live from that place, you have love. You have abundance. You have joy. You live on purpose. The seductress walks through life and just it's the art of receiving joy, love, peace, bliss, forgiveness of yourself. The seductress is the ultimate divine manifester. And if you do not embrace parts of your seductress energy, if you don't embrace the aspects of you that is seductive, you are literally slowing down how fast you can manifest. You're slowing down how much pleasure and joy you can have in your life. Like everything we do because we want happiness. You buy the thing because you think it's gonna make you feel happy. You go to that place because you think it's gonna make you have fun, and so you'll be happy. The seductress is happiness. The seductress is beyond happiness. It's bliss, where you're speechlessly just basking in this ocean of magic and power, where you are an instant creator and manifester, and where what you manifest and what you create brings blessings to others, blessings to the world. It raises the vibration, the frequency of the planet, and it fulfills you, it activates you, and it activates others as well. So I want to invite you, if you know you don't want to create your life from this masculine, hardcore place anymore, and you're ready to create from a feminine, energetic place, then I want to invite you to join me for Seductress, the feminine energetics of manifesting. And this program is not just woo-woo, old, manifest. I mean, listen, I'm woo, I'm very woo-woo. I'm like super woo. But I believe that spirituality is validated by science. I believe that. And so what I teach in Seductress, the feminine energetics of manifesting, is actually how it works in a real way, in a 3D way, in a physics, quantum physics realm of how your manifesting works from the essence of the feminine. I teach you how it was working from the masculine, why it worked. I teach you how it works, exactly how it works. And then you actually get to understand so that you can create it in your own unique way. You see, the seductress is just the archetype. But when you put your sauce on that seductress, it becomes a whole other beast. It becomes a whole other beauty. You know, Beauty and the Beast. It becomes a whole other thing. And so it's very much practical. It's very much how do you really live in this way? With the tools and the practices and the rituals and the experiences and the exercises that help you to really live in that place. Because we've all experienced seduction or seductress energy or seductress essence at some point in our lives, right? There have been times, I'm sure, where you're like, oh my God, everything is going great, or this is really happening. Like, I'm sure you've had those moments where you felt like things were working out for you. And then I'm sure that you've had other moments where it's like, it's not anymore. What happened? It was gonna work, but now it's not. It stopped. I was getting there. I was grasping what I wanted, but then it fell short, or I burnt out along the way. And with the seductress, when you are embodying the seductress, you don't glimpse. You don't just taste the future. You don't just taste for a moment. I'm gonna teach you how to live in that realm so that you're not falling off and feeling like, oh my God, I failed myself. But your new way of being, your new path of least resistance is the way of the seductress, who is the divine manifester, who gets what she wants, anything and anyone she wants, period. And so I want to invite you, if you know that you are listening to this and it's like resonating with you, you feel called, trust yourself. You didn't stumble on this video by accident. You didn't watch all the way to this minute in the video by accident. You don't feel called to learn more by accident. Fact is, your soul knows you needed to hear this, and so you are here. And so if you're ready to take the next step and get support with this and learn how to really, really tap into your inner seductress, the feminine energetics of manifesting, beyond just the man, but having that aura of, and that power, and that compelling, captivating, juicy, where you are resonating, living in the quantum realm, and you are getting what it is you want. You're folding time, you're compressing time, and you're creating and manifesting from a feminine place. No more people pleasing, no more having to like be the bad guy to get what you want, but like people just want to give you what you want, and they love it. And I want to invite you to click the button or the links below and sign up now. Sign up now for Seductress, and let's get you into this next chapter of your life. Maybe you're watching this at the beginning of a new week, or of a new day, of a new month, or maybe you're just at a new chapter of your life where you're like looking back and you're like, nah, I don't want to live like that anymore. And you want to have change. You want to experience real bliss and renovate this palace that you built, but in a way that feels so aligned and so activating and so turned on for you. Then click the links or the button below and get yourself registered for Seductress. Once you register, you're going to get instant access to your welcome packet and the community, and then we're going to have our calls, and not only are you going to learn all this stuff, but I'm going to actually get on calls with you guys in the group, and I'm going to coach you through, helping you to make sure that you are assimilating everything that you're learning. So don't hesitate. Follow that gut instinct. Follow that vibe. Follow that inner knowing that you want to be a seductress, that you want to embody the feminine energetics of manifesting, that you want to slay this next chapter of your life, and you want to slay it. You want to create it. You want to experience it. Being in your empowered feminine, being in your seductress. No more burnout, no more hustling and going crazy trying to people please or prove yourself. But you step into the room and you are the seductress, and you are the divine feminine manifester, because it is your time. Click the links on the button below. Sign up now, and I'll see you inside Seductress, the feminine energetics of manifesting.